All right, welcome in. AJ, let's talk sports. This is your Football Friday. If you listen to Two Bros and a Cup of Joe, which is like my favorite podcast, by the way. Shout out. What's up, Q? Anyways, I know Brady Quinn. He went to Notre Dame, but he's from Ohio. He's from Columbus. So what's up, dog? Anyways, so we have some Ohio State to discuss. What's going to happen, playoff possibilities, which it's all up in the air. We don't know. As of right now, we're playing Tennessee in a couple weeks, but we still don't know. The games are going to be going on 2 today, and we have some tomorrow. We're going to be talking about that with a 4-leg parlay coming up at you here soon. But as of right now, we are talking about Ohio State. The 2025 official commits. There's 26 of them. I'm not going to go through every single one. And we're going to talk about the QB who just got signed. And we had a couple flips as well. Some good and some bad. We talked about that before. But our corner, Devin Sanchez, he's coming. Riley Pettijohn. We got Zion Grady. We got a Carter Lowe on the offensive tackle, which we need to build up our offensive line. Jake Cook as well for center. Brody Lennon, we got to watch out for him at tight end. Hopefully he builds up our tight end class. And check out Bo Jackson. Yeah, Bo Jackson at running back. We talked about him if you watched some of my recruiting classes from a few months ago. But we had some flips. We do have 5 stars. Devin Sanchez, he's a 5-star, number 1 corner in the country, coming out of North Houston, Texas. I don't know why it's not letting me look over there, but he's coming out of North Shiloh or something like that in Houston, Texas. Number 6 nationally overall. Now we're going to check out Oregon flips the 5-star Ohio State corner pledge Naeem Offord. This is our bad. We're going to go with the bad, the ugly, and we're going to flip it to the good. So, Oregon completed the 5-star flip of corner pledge Naeem Offord. This happened Wednesday, just the other day, gaining a stunning commitment from the nation's top-ranked defender hours into early signing period. Now, he is number 4 on ESPN's top 300, and he was one of the highest prospects of the Buckeyes class of 2025. And he gone. Okay, but we're going to give you some good news. He is only a 4-star, but we did get the 4-star edge rusher, Epi Citanali. I don't know how you say his name. He's from UCLA. Citanali? Is that how you say it? I wish there was like a pronunciation way of doing it. But Ohio State he's out of Bellflower, California. St. John Bosco, 4-star edge, Epi Citanali for his freshman year. Larry Johnson is really excited of this guy. So hopefully we get. I want him to freaking go crazy. I don't even know if Coach Day is going to be our coach next season. We'll see. I guess we're all going to give him. I did a poll on LinkedIn. Fire him, don't fire him, and we'll see what happens through the playoffs. And it was probably a 30. 35, 32, 28 type percentage. So everybody on my LinkedIn, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes. And are you going to get another a coach? I mean, I would like to get an Ohio guy. You know, are you going to bring in the wide receiver, Brian Hartline, the wide receiver coach, move him up to head coach? A young guy? That'd be cool. We have gotten young coaches in the past. I mean, Urban Meyer, they said something about, he squashed that real quick about him coming back. He squashed it yesterday. So he's not coming, not coaching, but he said that before before last time and in Florida as well. But anyway, our number 1 here, a recruit. This is what I'm going to get to. Tevian Sinclair. He's our 5-star quarterback. Puts the cherry on top. Number 1 overall recruit in Ohio, and he's the number 3 cornerback nationally, and this is according to 24/7 Sports. So I'm kind of anxious. I don't know. I'm surprised he's even signing. I'm surprised people are signing right now not knowing what the coaching capability is unless they know something. That's we don't know anything yet. That maybe Day is staying. We don't know. But that is your Ohio State recruiting and what's going on for your updates. Ohio State recruiting class. Now we're going to go into our playoff possibilities. I was going to talk about more in depth on this. I was going to do like a big research and thing, as Ohio State's playing Tennessee, but I really have a question for you guys, which is going to be pretty cool to see if it does happen. Now, if Georgia beats Texas at number 2, and then say, what was the other one? If Penn State beats Oregon, that will rock the entire landscape of this playoff picture, and it might actually help Ohio State move up. Maybe get a first-round bye. Who knows? And Alabama should be out, just my opinion. Alabama shouldn't even be in. Get them out of there. They're done. They're washed. They're done. They're done. I'm tired of hearing about Alabama football. You're done. Get out of here. Especially with 3 losses. That shouldn't even be a possibility of that. Anyways. Yeah, you lost. Oh, they were ranked, all that. But we played 3 ranked opponents, and we only lost 1. But we did lose to Michigan, which we shouldn't have lost. We should have been undefeated. And I don't know why that happened. I'm really pissed off about that. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. I would love to see Penn State beat Oregon and Georgia beat Texas. That would be awesome. Because I guess one of the guys was saying that the committee or something is not looking at who loses this weekend because they're already in the conference championships, and then the teams that are just sitting there actually are pretty much better off. Like Notre Dame is better off as well with not even getting to play. So they're probably going to be at number 4, and they didn't even play this weekend. Who knows what's going to happen? I don't know. Some of them got Arizona State at number 4. Ohio State sitting at 8. Tennessee's at 9. Are they going to flip-flop? Is Ohio State going to move up if Oregon or Georgia beats Texas? I have no clue. But it remains to be seen. But as of right now, Ohio State's playing Tennessee. At home, by the way. A lot of people were in an uproar about that. Anyway. So we got some games today. 8 o'clock on Fox and ABC. We're not going to talk about these. But UNLV plays Boise State in the Mountain West Championship. Tulane plays Army in the American Athletic Championship. We're not picking those. We're doing a 4-leg parlay. Tomorrow, starting at noon on ABC. Iowa State playing Arizona State. This is for the Dr. Pepper Big 12 Championship. So there's a spot on the line. The spread is plus minus 1.5 for Arizona State. Now, this margin, I had it written down on Wednesday. Arizona State was favored by 2. It moved back down to 1.5 according to ESPN Bet. The over-under is 49.5, and that stayed the same. I have Arizona State. Don't judge me for this, but I got Arizona State winning, but I don't know how much. It's going to be really close. So they might win by a field goal, which will put them in the favorites for the 1.5. Over-under is 49.5. Give me the over all day, every day. I never pick the under. And as of right now, Arizona State is undefeated for the month of November. And let's see if they'll be undefeated for the month of December. All right. So that's going to be played at AT&T in Arlington for the Dallas Cowboys, baby. 49 degrees at kick, but it doesn't matter because it's kind of a dome, half dome, whatever. But Arizona State gets the win. Now we're going to the SEC Championship. We just discussed this a moment ago. Number 5, Georgia Bulldogs take on the Texas Longhorns. I got blanked there for a second. Number 2, Texas Longhorns. Now, Georgia is a 2-loss team. This game is at 4 on ABC tomorrow. I'll be going bowling with my daughter. That's going to be fun. We might watch it on the TV screen while I'm bowling. Anyways, we got bets. Over, under 150. Who wants to put the bet of over, under 150 what I score tomorrow in bowling? All right. I'm taking my daughter out. Yeah. Anyways, Texas is favored by 2.5. Wednesday, it's the exact same. So the same spread as of Wednesday is of today, according to ESPN Bet, with 2.5. And it opened it even. But at minus 10. So Texas is going to get it. I want My heart says Georgia, even though I don't like Georgia. It's good to see Texas in there. I'd love to see Texas win and Quinn Ewers go in, but I also would love to see Georgia win just to mix it up a little bit. So, but I get Texas. I'm betting Texas. And that's going to be played in Atlanta on Mercedes-Benz Stadium. That's going to be a fun time, SEC Championship. Now we're going to the Big Ten Championship. Penn State versus Oregon, which you already told you it would be awesome if Penn State beats Oregon. And they will be playing at Indianapolis at Lucas Oil Stadium. So neutral sites for the championship games. Over-under is 50.5. I forgot to do the over-under on the last one. Georgia, Texas, over. Always over, 49.5. I'm doing over. All right, so Oregon's actually favored by 3.5. It might be a pretty good game. I'm not sure. Can Drew Aller come out there and start throwing the ball and being really well, and it works out in the trenches? It might. This Big Ten matchup, we were just talking about, listening to the podcast and stuff earlier about Oregon with their line play and all that stuff. I kind of want to see how well this original Big Ten line in the trenches matches with Oregon's offensive line and defensive line. It's just going to be fun to watch. Watch it inside the trenches. See who pushes each other back, because that's going to determine who wins the game, and it usually always does. So it depends on how Drew Aller plays and how their offensive line stacks up against Oregon Ducks' defensive line, and they'll get the dub. I'm telling you right now, Penn State will beat Oregon at Lucas Oil Stadium tomorrow at 8 o'clock. It's going to be a big game tomorrow night. Get your brewskis ready. Get your pizza ready. Make your little chicken dip. What is that? Frank's Red Hot Chicken Dip. And be ready to go, because Penn State, Oregon's going to be fire. And give me Penn State. All right. And Penn State hasn't lost since November 2nd to Ohio State 2013, by the way. Good little fun fact, how to get a little Ohio State Buckeye plug in there. Now, Clemson versus SMU. This is an ACC. I don't really know much about the ACC side. This game is going to be going on at the same time, both at Penn State, Oregon, on the Big Ten Championship at CBS. Clemson, SMU, ABC. Now, do you think SMU is overrated? It remains to be seen. Can Dabo do some damage against SMU? That remains to be seen. That's why you play the games. And Ohio State knows that more than anybody else. Clemson is not favored. SMU is at -2.5. It's going to be close. And this game will be played in Charlotte, a Bank of America Stadium, tomorrow night at 40 degrees. Clemson coming off of a close loss to South Carolina Gamecocks 17-14 just a week or so ago, about a week ago. And SMU has been dominating so far with only one loss. Tickets are actually pretty cheap for $42 if you want to go, if you're down there in Charlotte. But I kind of want to take Dabo. You know, what's the against the spread? Dabo, I think he only has like 1 or 2 losses. Like, what is he, 6-2, something like that, against the spread. So give me Clemson, give me Dabo. He gets the win over SMU. Just thought I'd let you know. It still stayed at 2.5 since Wednesday. And the over-under is 55.5. Going to be a good one. And watch out for Klubnik, the Clemson quarterback. He has over 3,000 passing yards so far with 29 touchdowns and only 5 INTs. And Maffa, the Clemson running back. Jesus, look at this. Over 1,000 yards already. That's beast mode right there. Anyways, if you're over there in Charlotte, $42 are your tickets right there. ACC Championship game on ABC tomorrow night. And I'll probably be flipping back and forth from the Penn State game and the Clemson game. All right, make sure you guys watch it. There's your 4-leg parlay. Hope you guys win some monies. Love you guys. God bless. Tip the wagers.